Hi, my name is Bob Kane, and this is my brand new video for my channel, Bob Kane, which is kind of my name. Anyways, the point of this video is to do what if Warner Brothers had made this decision to go in a great DC extended universe, something that would culminate. As you can see, my videos are all about DC stuff. I have stop motion videos from The Dark Knight to Dark Knight Returns, to Green Lantern, to Wonder Woman, to Superman First Justice, which you can check it out. And I'm going to have Justice League culminating this December 24th. So you can find out on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. And hit the notification bell. Anyways, now on to the video. The point of this video is to have the DC Extended Universe in my own way, in my own vision. I have stop motion, but the stop motion will be different of what I'm about to say now. This would have happened. I wish this happened, by the way. I'm a very big DC fan. I love Marvel, and I love how it did their cinematic universe. I wish my favorite comic book series had the same thing. So, the point of this video is to say, what happened if we had the Dark Knight trilogy and we had Man of Steel, but what happened if they had gone on two options? One, the option that they did, which you all know led to the worst but best cinematic universe. Best but worst. Marvel is the best cinematic universe. DC could have done better. Now, enough of me talking about all of these things aside. Now it's time to talk about my first thing we should have done. What Warner Brothers should have done is make a Man of Steel sequel. I would have titled this Man of Steel, Dawn of Hope. Yes, Dawn of Hope. It would have had a breaking news incident in the beginning of the film. We would have seen during the Black Zero event in Man of Steel 1, like before that, we would have had this happen. We would have had the Black Zero event showing on the news, and it would have said, police person in interest in deadly alien attack, destruction in the city. Next, we would have news reports about, yes, you could have seen, this lady is from Loki. She was also in Batman v Superman. So it would have had that happen. As you can see in the bottom, deadly alien attack in Metropolis City. 232 people dead. Destruction. Alien attack from space caused destruction 2 trillion in damage to Metropolis. Hypothetically, Annihilus shows that the alien man named Kal-El, also known as Superman, is responsible for the alien attack. Where is the Man of Steel now? Published in June 19th, 2013. Sorry about the background noises. We would have picked up 2 years later. And the beginning of the movie, the first act, Superman is recharging as it's been 2 years later, 2015. He is now a daily reporter at the Daily Planet, searching for the scoopest stories so he can save crime and stop crime, save everyone by using the persona of a Daily Planet reporter. That is the whole point of what he said at the end of Man of Steel. So we see him recharging. It's 2 years later, as we already know. But here we have Lex Luthor and General Swanwick. I love Jesse Eisenberg, but I think Mark Strong could have had a better chance of playing a good Lex. And he's bald. So, yeah. They're talking. General Swanwick is concerned about what Lex is building. Lex has the scout ship from after the Black Zero event. He and his men of scientists have tracked down the scout ship and are able to do research on the Kryptonian tech. General Swanwick is concerned as the government is issued a report saying Lex has done some illegal stuff on the Black Zero event, like taking place after the Black Zero event, as he is still funding to the refuge camp to help people in need who have suffered as their homes are destroyed. But he's doing it under the impression that's Superman's fault. While some love Superman and said that he saved the city from the aliens, some hate him. Some say it was his fault that General Zod came. And Lex is one of them, but secretly is trying to play both sides. So General Swanwick comes and says, "What are you doing?" And Lex smiles. Lex says he's inventing his own Superman. As you can see, the baby pod from the beginning of Man of Steel. But this time, I'm just using a picture from Man of Steel. But in the actual movie that I want to do, Swanwick is a little bit concerned. He says, "It looks bizarre." Bizarro is in this movie. Fades to black. We see Clark Kent. He's happy. He's the daily reporter. He's saving people throughout the city. He saved the bus from crashing just like he did when he was little. He saved an airplane from crashing in a soccer field, or a football field, baseball field, whatever. Just like he did in Superman Returns, which was another movie in another timeline. Whatever. But he's saving people and he's trying to inspire hope. While some people are accepting him, some are not. He's trying to balance both sides so he can become the hero that he needs to be. Lois Lane is there supporting him. They are in a relationship where they are almost engaged. As you can see, this guy up here, as we know, his name is Steve from the other movie, from Man of Steel. But in this timeline, we would have learned his real last name. His name is Steve Olsen. Yes, Jimmy Olsen. They didn't really put Jimmy Olsen, and I hated what they did with him in Batman v Superman. But I think we can make Jimmy Olsen here Steve Olsen, because Jenny was not going to be Jim Olsen. Anyways, we see Perry White talking to Lois and Clark. Clark is optimistic, but Lois is scared. Lois asks, "What's going on?" While Perry White is happy but concerned. He says someone is helping with the company, but he's from Gotham. I know what you're thinking. This isn't a Batman v Superman thing, but it is a cameo. Christian Bale. As I told you, the Dark Knight trilogy exists in this universe, and Christian Bale has just bought Wayne Enterprise. Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne comes, impressing all the girls as they're all excited. Lois, dating now Clark, isn't impressed. He's a playboy philanthropist like Tony Stark. We need one in this universe, and he was our Batman. Clark and Bruce Wayne talk, friend to friend. They wouldn't know each other, but later in this universe, they'll become good friends. Bruce Wayne and Clark have a nice talk over a glass of wine or alcohol. Bruce Wayne is concerned hearing Clark looks exactly and sounds exactly like Superman. Bruce Wayne might have been a little bit stupid in the other movies, the Dark Knight trilogy, but he isn't stupid, and he's already catching on to the idea that Clark Kent is Superman, and which will set up Justice League. Superman is flying through the city, like in the prologue. He's trying to save people. He's trying to do what he needs to do. A kid is about to fall. A toddler, no younger than 5, is about to fall from, as you can see, a tall story building. Superman catches the toddler as a woman is in shock. Superman is there, saving her child. She's impressed. All the other girls start flirting with Superman. But Superman, who's dating Lois, just brushes it off. So Clark and Lois attend LexCorp's annual party host, Expo, like the Stark Expo from Iron Man 2. We see millions of crowds cheer as Lex Luthor comes up and explains why Superman is bad. But he says he has an idea on how to keep him in check. His assistant, which would be Eve Treshmore, is played by Emma Stone. What they're unveiling is the newest technology. They're saying no Superman, keeping him in control. But what they want is Metallo. His name is Josh Brand. He's a worker who was crushed and lost his family in the Black Zero event. John Braham hates Superman, and he wants his revenge. This is why he has what is called the kryptonite that was found in the scout ship. General Zod hid in kryptonite because he knew it was a weakness against Superman, and he was scared to use it because it is also a weakness against him and the other Kryptonians. Lex Luthor steals this kryptonite and uses it on Josh Braham. He shows his metallic powers. Clark isn't impressed, while Lois is scared of what Josh Braham is going to do with this power. Josh Braham gets all the attention in news media, as everyone is talking about his new powers and abilities, saying maybe finally a human who will keep Superman in check, while the other side fears that he might be a foe against Superman and might destroy the world using his power. Superman heads home to Kansas City and Smallville, where he talks with his mother. He is still mad about how he killed General Zod and thought he could have done a better way to stop the situation. His mother tells him there was another way, but you had no choice. Superman says he's not so sure anymore. Lex Luthor smiles and throws a party with Josh Braham, but Josh is too driven into power, fame, and revenge as he turns against Lex and destroys LexCorp, stealing new technology and freeing Bizarro. Bizarro rampages through the city as he tries to swift and destroy the cars. Zack Snyder will direct this movie, which means Superman and Bizarro will have a big CGI visual effects, greatest visual effects on Earth fight scene, like Man of Steel with Superman and General Zod. It'll be a swift battle with explosions and cars and everything. Metallo will destroy the city, destroying all the supporters of Superman, trying to kill them. Lex is scared, as General Swanwick knows Lex is behind this. Lois Lane exposes Lex to everyone, as Lex fueled Josh Braham's rampage. Lex is arrested, while Superman beats Bizarro and takes down Metallo. Metallo uses so much explosives that kills so many people. Superman doesn't know what to do. Lois inspires him to keep fighting, as Josh Braham dies by falling off a cliff or a tall building in Metropolis. Bizarro is sent to space, where he lives on Mars, thanks to Superman. The day is saved. Lex is in prison, but is breaking out. Wonder why. And everything is saved. Lois and Clark, Martha Kent, and the dog all celebrate to dinner. Even Steve Olsen is there, as everything fades to black. Post-credit scene. Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne is unveiling a new thing at Wayne Industries when he sees someone. Her name is Sasha, but is really Diana Prince in disguise.